and welcome to our September episode of Grillaways. This month, we're gonna be testing out the Cuisinart Petit Gourmet Portable Gas Grill. It says it gets assembled with no tools in less than 5 minutes, so we're gonna put it to the test. But before we get started, don't forget to subscribe to our newsletter so you have your chance of winning not only this grill for free, but the grills that we test out on a monthly basis. Let's get started. Said it came with a 3-year warranty, so make sure you look at the instructions, get your serial number in the system so you get that warranty. It's definitely heavy weight. There's a lock on the front here. The handle's already on, so you can lock it and unlock it. The grate's right here with the paper on top of it to protect it. And it's got some weight to it. We've had others that are a little bit heavier, but that's not bad. It's one burner. So as you can see, we've got the grate reset and you can lock it back up. They do show you can use this as a handle to carry it. I don't know how often I'd be carrying this. Maybe if I was a strong brute man, but that'd be pretty heavy for me to try to carry through a campground. It's definitely got some weight to it. So the setup is meant to be very easy. All you have to do is put these bases onto the legs that are retractable and extendable. It doesn't take very long as you pay attention to these arrows right here and the arrows on the actual metal legs. Otherwise, you're gonna have a little bit of a catastrophe. A little birdie told me, just like this, and voila, you are. Oh my God. Want to make sure that obviously it would be capable of standing for you to just clip it right in like this. Once these are on, they're very hard to get off. If you put them on the right way, you should never have to get them off. But we did have a little experimentation there. It is possible with a flathead screwdriver if you make the same mistake that I did. But yes, these legs pull out like this. Like I said, this grill is a little bit heavy and I don't totally trust it on its legs here. So once the legs are out, it actually does lock in place for you to help this grill stay stable. So I would just say make sure that it's locked when you pull it out. And these legs, they do extend out even further here if you press this little gray button. But we're not doing this on the ground. It's really nice if you're standing and you need to grill just in your backyard and you want to set up this little portable guy. But we're going to keep it to the shorter height here because we are doing it on a tabletop. Does come with a nice drip pan right here that slides in just like that. And here's where you hook up the gas. If you're hooking up a small little tank like this, you don't need the extension. If you are trying to hook up a 20-pound gas tank, you will need the converter. But you can just screw this in very easily right here. Let's get to grilling. So this grill's got one burner, and while it says it cooks for 4, I can imagine 4 very small burgers on here. We've got one steak today that will fit perfectly in the middle, and hopefully it cooks evenly because that's where the heat's gonna be. You could put 2 steaks on it. I'm not sure how it would cook on the different sides of the grill since the source of heat is really in the center. While we're waiting for it to heat up, I'm gonna give it about 10 minutes since it is a small grill and it's a thick ribeye. We're gonna see if we can get that fat cap nice and caramelized. So the grill's nice and hot. We've got it grilling on the one side. As you can see, the heat source isn't actually that far from the grate. And so it is creating a bit of flame. Every time you kind of move it, you can see how much the flame comes up. It is creating quite a bit of smoke. So if you're outside, no problem. And we've got good ventilation in here, but you definitely want to make sure you don't have your face too close. I'm going to close the top and let this thing char for a minute. All right, we're going to flip this baby and see how it looks. Like I said, lots of flame. as you're moving it around, but a very nice char on that steak. I am a little nervous about this lid. It's like it goes up, but I'm not confident it's gonna stay back. The grill itself just doesn't feel all that stable to me. Even though there's a drip pan back here and the smoke does come out the back, you can see the grill's actually open on the bottom. We had to put some tin foil underneath it. It'd be fine if you were on the ground, but it's dripping right underneath it and there's nothing to catch the grease. There's tons of smoke billowing around the outside. It's hot to even lift. You can see the cover's getting a little bit charred. This side has got some nice grill marks on it, staying on fire. See how it cooked the steak? It's a little overdone. We wanted it to char, and it probably charred a little bit too much. It was close to the heat source, so this side doesn't look as bad. It's a nice medium. So we'll get into it and see how it tastes. But overall, as you can see, I am in a world of smoke. This grill was one of the smokiest we've ever used, even compared to the Scorch broiler grill.
Made a huge difference on the sear here. We got fire coming in, and we're definitely like if we were actually on the grill.
That pretty much lit on fire as well. Even though the setup and the assembly is meant to be incredibly easy, we have yet to figure out how to get the legs unlocked and put back underneath. So I would say that intuitive is not one of the things that these grills are. It's heavy, it's difficult to use, it has a lot of fire. Personally, with all the portable grills that we've tried and messed around with, I don't think I would ever purchase this grill. I love Cuisinart as a brand. Kitchen tools, immersion blenders, you name it, I own it, I love it. They're incredible, but maybe stick to what you do best and stay away from the barbecue grills. We'll see you next month.